Uh, hey guys, Tom Birmingham. This is week 5, cheese and wine pairing. I was requested to go and find the stinkiest cheeses and choose a couple of them. So this is totally out of my comfort zone. I'm not a stinky cheese eater. I'm not a blue vine cheese eater. Kind of a mainstream guy. I'm kind of a wuss when it comes to the cheese. I'm pretty good about everything else, but this is kind of a little out of my comfort zone, like I said. So what I chose to do is a Telaggio cheese. It's been sitting out for an hour or so. It's not as gooey as I want. It's it's wintertime in Chicago here. And then I also did a camembert. The camembert's getting a little oozy, but not too much. Preferably, I'm sure if you're a real cheese guy, you want these sitting out just a bit longer. But I'm trying to get this over with as quick as possible. Didn't have any French bread, unfortunately, so I have a bit of a hamburger bun, kind of a probably not the best thing, and just some apples. Those are really to help me, I think, once I get going. So I was requested also to choose a Cabernet. I didn't want to go a real high-end cab here because I'm trying to, save it for when I can have something a little more savory, a little more in my wheelhouse. So Mondavi Oakville, that's a 2010 cab, and I opened up a Duckhorn Shard, that's a 2012, to go with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the Camembert here, and I'm going to start with a Chardonnay. So I'm gonna dig into my Camembert, and kind of just a touch of bread. I don't want too much. I'm not a real fan of what I'm eating here. French bread would have been a little better. Trying to get it in my mouth. Not totally pungent. You know what I mean? It actually has a little bit of kind of a sweetness to it, I guess you'd say. It's a pretty decent Camembert. Joan of Arc. I never used that brand before, but I gotta say it's not too bad. Let's see how the Chardonnay treats it. Okay. I'm starting to get some stuff out. I can feel some nuttiness for sure coming out of the cheese. I know it's not the Shard. Obviously, I'm sure it's the Duckhorn has an oakiness to it, but it's a different earthiness that's coming in my mouth right now. Definitely not from the Shard. It's not a bad thing either. It's kind of a good taste. I could see where people would kind of kind of want that mouth feel, and in the pairing there. Pretty good combination, really. Not being a real stinky cheese eater, I could humor somebody by sitting next to him in having this combination, in not grimacing and actually kind of enjoying it. Never really had this pairing before. Like I said, I typically stay away from something like this, but definitely not too bad. I'm gonna just cleanse a little bit with a bit of an apple. I'm gonna get back at it and get the Cabernet going with it, and see what that does. This cab is kind of pretty pretty dark, color about it. Kind of a typical cab. Okay, I'm gonna get a little more cheese here, a little more bread. Totally finished my apple. Let's get that going on in my mouth. One thing a lot about these creamier cheeses, like a brie or a camembert or something like that, they really coat your mouth. They're so soft and creamy. So let me see what a cab does. Oh, interesting. It's interesting going between the two because the tannins just whack you in the mouth here when you try it. You think you're drinking almost like a spirit there or something like that. And I got to say the mouthfeel isn't as pleasant at all. I kind of I guess I knew what I was expecting here. I really enjoyed that, and trying to at least kind of be palatable here. But I got to say that was it was different. What it's bringing, I can taste some earthiness now. Some of the things that were coming out in the cheese prior with the white wine, that earthiness and everything is coming out a little bit again. But the tannins and everything, and the heaviness of the red wine at first kind of kicked me in the face a little bit. I got to say, it was pretty strong. Yeah, there it is again. It just what happened here. This was more harmonious. They worked together. This one, there's no cheese. There's no mouthfeel left at all from the cheese at all. This thing just wiped it clean and gave me that heavy, once again, that tannin, acidic feel in my mouth. Not obviously not a real good pairing there. Definitely a Chardonnay. Let's move along. Let's get to Telaggio. Once again, I'm just gonna get a little apple in my mouth and kind of. I think give my mouth a little better, some breathing room there. Telaggio, a little soft. Like I said, probably could have been a little bit softer. I'm okay with the Telaggio. I had it before. I just wouldn't sign up for it. I'm more of a hard, semi-hard cheese fan. The Manchegos and kind of the real neutral cheeses I'm a little better with. So Telaggio, let's see what it does. Okay, once again, self-ripened cheese, much more pungent than the Camembert. Still earthiness, to the cheese itself. The Chardonnay, interesting. What it's doing to my mouth is it's kind of confusing in a little bit. I got to say. I think it's bringing out. I'm getting some more butteriness about the Telaggio, so it's bringing that out a little bit. Not too bad. Probably the oakiness in the Chard itself is making a transition okay. I don't think it's seamless, but it's working okay with it. I would say I lost it pretty quick though. I lost the cheese in my mouth, kind of like what the red did with the camembert. I lost it quicker here drinking the white wine with the Telaggio over you know what happened prior. So I'm just a little more Telaggio, and I'm gonna go with. I'm trying to not get too much bread in there because the bread really isn't doing it very much justice. You can see how crumbly it is. Okay, so Telaggio, and then I'll get on the Cabernet here. Telaggio is just a nice Telaggio with some great creaminess. It's not as pungent as I thought it would be. It's coming on a little bit now, but once again, it coats the mouth a lot, being how soft it is. Let's see what the cab does. Okay. I'm happy with that. I'm happy, and unlike what the Char or what the cab did to the Camembert, I can still taste Telaggio in my mouth. I don't know if I had more in there or not. It's hard to say, but I get it. In other words, the cab didn't wipe out the mouthfeel, the cheese mouthfeel, like it did with the Camembert. This is good. I like this combination here. Am I going to sit down on Saturday night and down 4 ounces of Telaggio? Probably not for me, but if I did, this is the combination rather than the Chard. So it's kind of confusing a little bit when you lay out a variety of cheeses. I really think you need to kind of think about it. Think about what you're drinking and what would kind of work. Obviously, you guys know this better than me, but I would avoid, if I'm drinking red wine, I would certainly avoid kind of the the breeze, the creamy, the triple creams and things like that. Now that I've done this tasting, so good, not too bad. I think that's about all I had here. Thanks. There's no way I would have done this without a little inspiration from you guys. So thanks for opening up a little bit, and thanks for giving me a chance to open up some wine. I'm gonna enjoy it a little bit more here, and appreciate it. We'll see you next week. Thanks.